Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest.
It's called a promo, kid.
Shut your
and
mouth,
if you want
John.
to be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it. So go ahead.
Acknowledge me. These people, these are all my people because they acknowledge me. Let me talk to ya. I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Me and my hot husband are the greatest wrestling couple of all time.
Make sure he hoards all that money so he can give it to all the new ex-WWE guys he keeps bringing in. That can't lace my goddamn boots!
But wait a minute, at one point that would have been you and your...
Everything I touch turns to gold. There is nothing I can't do.
You can't see him anymore.
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome to another episode of the Budget Cut Podcast, brought to you by DopeContent.com and brought to you by MT Darkness, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you follow my guy. It's been a while since we've been together, and I feel like we talking about the same crap that we talked about last time. But here we are. Here we are. If you're on the red out, he say MJF is the best heel in the business. I ain't gonna argue with you. Appreciate you joining, Jonathan. If you're on the red out, please hit the like button. It helps the stream go a long way. You want the purple out, just say what's up like we do, man. It helps the stream go a long way. If you're on the blue app, hit the like button. It helps the stream go a long way. If you like what you see, share. If not, you know it is what it is. We can't please everybody. You know what it is. But appreciate y'all joining. And before we get into it, we're gonna make it a quick show because we pretty much just gotta get some stuff off our chest about wrestling right now. At least I do. I don't know what Dark has in mind, but I think Dark has got to get some stuff off his chest as well. Super, what's good, man? So appreciate y'all joining. We're not gonna try to keep y'all here all night. We know Monday Night Raw starts in 30 minutes. So before we get into it, I played that video just to say, let's start positive. Shout out to Ricky Sosa for getting the TNA deal. Shout out to TNA for being smart and going ahead and jumping on the wave now because they needed it. You can't have the Hardy Boys be your most over act at this part of the stage. And so far, it's been the Hardy Boys that's been your most over act. So you needed somebody like this that can come in and grab the crowd. So shout out to TNA, shout out to Ricky Sosa. But before we get into it, Dark, how's everything going with you?
Everything's good. Everything's been real tight over here on my end, you know, wrestling aside. So, but everything's been good. Everything's been going good, though, man. Yeah, I can't complain. What about you? What about everything over on your end?
Same old, working, always working. You know how that is. Just staying busy, you know, trying to keep growing the brand and all that, man. But Once again, shout out to everybody watching. We're not going to do our normal format today because we're just going to go through it. I'm going to just tell you straight off the bat, I don't understand how Raw could be so good, but SmackDown is so trash.
Yeah, isn't that normal? It's normally so different, isn't it?
It's normally SmackDown good and Raw is trash. Yeah. But why can't they ever have like two good shows at the same time?
I have no clue.
Like even going back to the first split, if you remember in the 2000s when SmackDown and Paul Heyman was killing it, and Raw was just kind of mad with Eric Bischoff, and then they just kind of flip flop. They're never great at the same time. Like what the hell is up with that?
And I thought that with Road Dogg leaving SmackDown that it would get better too. You know what I'm saying? But things just kind of tanked after that. So maybe he was the one part of the show that was, keeping it afloat.
You know
which
how crazy that is?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
The freaking Road Dogg is the one that's low key probably saved. I'm sorry, after the Chelsea Green clip on Unreal, I'm not buying that. Road Dogg just throws out stuff, but he has no follow up. He's like Tony Khan booking. He throws out a good idea and a good match, but they say, okay, what's the follow up? Like Tony Khan throws out a great pay-per-view. He likes to follow up on Dynamite, and it's just put some more matches together. Shit, I don't know. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'll get on AEW too. This is the time for AEW to really take advantage of what's going on in WWE because we're 2 weeks away from WrestleMania, and the match card is actually very good in WWE for the Mania, but you got the buildups on Raw that's pretty solid for the most part, and then nobody cares about nothing on SmackDown.
I feel like let me tell you my opinions about this Orton McAfee thing, or not McAfee. Oh Lord, see, I'm already calling it Orton McAfee. This Orton Cody feud was that. So leading up to it, I was not that excited for it. I wanted it to be at least like a 3-way or a 4-way, right? We're talking about way back when this started.
Yeah, that's the last time we talked. We were saying that.
Exactly. So when I found out it was going to be Orton and Cody, I was coming to terms with it. I was like, all right, let's see where they go with it. We had the attack on Cody, which I thought that whole segment was great. I thought this was really good. And then I was like, we're getting 09 Orton back. You know what I'm saying? And the promos that he was doing were okay. They kept alluding to this person on the phone. So in my head, I'm just like, okay, because I'm reading things, I'm watching things, I'm listening to things. People are coming up with their own stuff. People are saying The Rock, people are saying all this stuff. In my head, I'm like, all that stuff is kind of out there. The one thing that I wanted more than anything was a reunion between Orton and his father. That was what I wanted. I wanted to bring back that 05, Orton with his dad, like, because I was getting flashbacks of him with Taker and Hell in a Cell, and I thought that payoff was great. And the two of them together were awesome, and that's what I was hoping for, and I thought that was a realistic option. You know what I'm saying? Getting Cowboy Bob Orton back. So that was the only thing that was my biggest concern, because I thought that if you just take away this dumb phone call and you let these two build a story by themselves, I think you've got enough history in itself to write the story. You don't need to do anything extra. But they wanted to continue with this phone story, so I was like, all right, we'll see who this is. So I was at work, and I was just doing my job and stuff like that. And I work the overnight, so I'm doing my job and all that stuff. And SmackDown is over. I'm just like flipping through my phone, and all of a sudden I see Pat McAfee kicking Cody Rhodes in the balls when Orton's in the ring. I'm just like, oh, there ain't no way. I was like, ain't no way Pat McAfee was the mystery caller.
Bro, I missed it live as well because I was on the gig doing the music gig. So I saw something I was like, why is Pat McAfee trending? So I got in get the table stream. I said, did they really put Pat McAfee in this storyline? He was like, yes. I was like, oh. I just logged off. I said, okay, whatever.
Yeah, bro. Oh man. And everything, when I actually went back and watched it, and everything about it was just awful. And like, even the way that he got in the ring, just super nonchalant. Like, Cody was waiting for Pat McAfee to get in the ring, and Cody was pissed off. And Cody was waiting for him to get into the ring, and he just took his time, just like with a strut, and then finally gets in, and then just like he lets Cody just like look him in the face, and then he's just like, and then just kicks him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just really dumb. And his speech about, you know, Attitude Era fans, and I don't know, like, it was the lowest rated, you know, Smackdown, and this, that, and the third, and stuff like that, which is crazy because when he was talking about that, apparently he wasn't talking about even the actual TV ratings or anything like that. This is like a deep dive for like internet nerds that like are on Cage Match and all the stuff all the time. Because literally, he is literally referencing the last episode on SmackDown on Cage Match that was rated at a 0.32 or something like that. That's what he's talking about. He's not even talking about the TV viewership. He was talking about the Cage Match viewership. And so that's what I was like, this is real dumb. I was like, they're even going this far into it to try and, you know, do that to that fan base and stuff like that. But I was just like, this is just really, really pathetic. And this whole thing is just a business move. I don't like it. And that's what it is. Pat McAfee, his agent or whatever, goes through TKO as well. So they wanted a celebrity in on the main event. And we're seeing this not even just in this match, but we're seeing this on Raw too. Seeing this all over. Where, you know, Jelly Roll was on SmackDown last week. That was inoffensive to me because he was with Kit Wilson. I didn't care. You know, I show
Three segments.
Huh?
3 segments. He had a match and 2 segments.
Yeah. Yeah, you got I Show Speed, which I like Speed, so I'm not complaining too much about that one, and he's been pretty funny. But you got I Show Speed in here. You got all these celebrity engagements this year in Mania that's making I don't know. It's taking the wrestle out of the WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? For me, you know what I'm saying? And there is a crazy interview that Kenny Omega that I saw pop back up again this week that he did about WrestleMania. He was asked about WrestleMania, and the difference between AEW and WWE. And in his answer, he said something to the effect of, what's stopping WrestleMania from becoming Mr. Beast versus I Show Speed in the main event of the card or something like that? He said this like 2 years ago or something like that. Yeah. Like, look where we're at now, dude. Like, the card is slowly filling up with a lot of celebrities on both nights of the show coming in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like this. I think it's terrible. I don't think Pat McAfee needed to be included in this. I think it was really corny, and we're 2 weeks away from this. And I think anybody that's pissed off about this is incredibly justified, you know?
Yeah, including the guy that I don't like, JD from NY. He went on a crazy rant that everybody keep posting on Twitter, and I watched the clips, and I was like, shoot, he's right. Like, I can't argue with, like, he's right.
And that's crazy, too. When you got JD looking good out there, that's
so, like, I see people was trying to, like, you know, talk crap about him because they just hate JD from NY. Right. So anything he says, they hate. But I was watching it, I was like, he didn't say nothing wrong here. And none of his rants. So it's so stupid. Pat McAfee, first of all, Randy Orton's first call, he ended with, there is more than one royal family. So that automatically let you know, he's either talking to somebody like Ric Flair.
His dad? See, you see what I'm saying?
It just, it could have been anybody. I'm trying to, hey, for those on Twitch, they're trying to send you the commercial. I'm trying to snooze it. I don't think I can snooze it anymore. So you might end up on commercial. Just apologizing now. But appreciate y'all joining. But yeah, so he started off with the whole, there's more than one royal family. And I basically, the 3 calls that we saw was like, I needed this. Thank you for calling me. And come to find out, he called Pat. Because Pat was like, the business is passing me by. And then Randy was like, no, I need to call you. What? We didn't need none of you. You didn't need Pat at all. We didn't need Pat at all. We didn't need anybody else, period. Honestly. And then what pisses me off even more, the WWE account on Twitter is posting all of the story that they should have been telling on TV between Cody and Randy. Have you seen that?
No, I didn't.
They've been posting Randy and Cody clips of Randy, RKO, and Dusty, and Cody being his young boy, and Cody, pissed off trying to figure out should he protect his dad or fight Randy, and then Cody
bro.
Randy pun Cody in the head at WrestleMania. They're not saying none of it on TV.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like 20 years of history, bro. Cody's first WrestleMania, in a match, was in the legacy, the triple threat legacy match that they had. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was with Orton, for all of that. You know, they've got stories, they got all of this stuff, bro. Like, one of the better episodes of Cody's podcast was when he had Orton on it. So it's just like there's no need for anything to be added to this. That's why when Cody came out talking all that shit, I'm just like, bro, like, I feel you, bro. Like, this is just real dumb. Like,
yeah,
you know.
And it's so stupid because, first of all, you didn't need anybody. Randy Orton needs Pat McAfee. Like, out of all people, Randy Orton needs Pat McAfee, right? And then I'm trying to stick on top. There's so much about SmackDown that pisses me off. But it was so many other names you could have used. Kevin Owens even made sense. Like, think about Kevin Owens' story. His last feud was with Randy, but they never got to pay it off because Kevin Owens got injured. Kevin Owens got injured wrestling Cody Rhodes. So Kevin Owens could have said, you know what? I know we had our beef, but Cody Rhodes is the reason I missed WrestleMania and we didn't have our match last year. So Kevin Owens could have been the guy to be on the phone with Randy and getting him to go to this dark space and hear the voices. Because hell, before Kevin Owens attacked Randy and they started beefing, he was attacking Cody. And then he attacked Randy because Randy was taking up for Cody. It's a story there. Ric Flair. You could have called Ric Flair. I don't know if he's on the AEW contract or not, but if he's not, Ric Flair could have been on the phone and been like, you know what? You the one, you was my young boy, Randy. I trained you and helped you to get developed. You were supposed to be the one to break my title record, not Cena. So I need you to go in, go beat Cody up, get 15, get 16, yada, yada. That's another story that makes sense. Pat McAfee don't make any sense at all. And then he sit there and say the crap he said, like you said, talking about, oh, the lowest ratings with Randy Orton here, and you're killing wrestling with Randy Orton here. Randy Orton is part of the problem, clearly, because he's in the main event and the ratings are low. So how you gonna save wrestling? And who you saving it from? You saving it from Cody? You talking about the same Cody that had to deal with the Travis Scott BS, the Rock BS, and him and Cena had to go ahead and pivot on the fly and then turn around. They made that work, and now he's dealing with Pat McAfee's BS.
And he talked about low ratings. When Cody came back for his promo, he was talking about the fact that when he came back at Mania in Dallas, all the way back in Dallas, he was bringing in, because they were doing the thing where it was like when CM Punk came back to AEW, they were people knew it, and they were like, oh yeah, this is they were promoting it as a rumor that was true, essentially. And so when Cody came back for that got big numbers. The next 2 years when he was fighting Roman, both those main events were good and did well and got big numbers too. And even the Raws and Smackdowns leading into it, they drew very well doing all of that stuff too. So it's what is he talking about? It's the issue, very, very bluntly, was the past two Manias, where both of these main events have been muddled by these dumb celebrity moments that they're going for. You know what I'm saying? When you had Travis Scott coming out at the end of the show and causing a distraction that caused Cena to get the win, nobody cared for that. And now they're doing the same thing here. They didn't learn from last year's Mania. They're trying to do the same thing again this year. And even during that match, Cena was disappointed and wanted to do right by Cody. And that's why they had the match they had at SummerSlam, because that match was so much better. It was so much better. And even Cena was just I gotta fix this. He's because they had their hands held. The Rock left, and then all they had was Travis Scott. Why would you want a repeat of something like that? I understand that Pat McAfee, he wrestles and he's reliable. He's a company man, so you can rely that Pat McAfee won't let you down in that sense. But storyline wise, in fan service wise, that's nothing that anybody wants. You know what I'm saying?
It makes no sense. TKO. It was a TKO call. Apparently, Mike Johnson and everybody else is saying it was a TKO. Y'all just got sent a commercial on Twitter. My bad. Go to the Red app on Facebook. it's a TKO call or subscribe. TKO call, and it was like, we need Pat McAfee for what? Like, bro, did last year didn't teach you enough? Like, bro, and then you're doing it in Vegas again. Like, you already got Speed, and Speed is doing a good job with LA Knight, because LA Knight went to his stream and attacked him.
Oh, no shit, really?
Yeah, LA Knight pulled up at his house and attacked him on stream. You know, he's been down here for Speed ever since he got cursed.
That is funny. I'm gonna have to watch that. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like that. What Speed has been doing has been good. He's the only, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
But Lil Yachty, like, why?
Oh, see, I forgot. Yeah, Yachty was on.
Like,
they just keep popping up every week, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Jelly Roll is trying to be the voice of reason of Randy Orton in a feud versus Cody. That's why he got RKO'd.
And he's acting like he's been his friend for years, too.
Yes, they had one SummerSlam match together.
That's it.
And he had like he's been there for the whole 20 years of him and Cody.
Randy Orton, I know you a family man just like me. I'm just like, what? I'm like, what? Oh, shoot. Oh, man. I'm like, if you don't get your big motivational speaking ass out of here right now,
it's horrible. Adam, to answer your question, I'm not sure yet, because again, I hate the build-up to Mania, but the match card is actually dope. So I don't know. And then, I mean, it's a 2-night card versus a 1-night card. Then again, AEW does give you 15 matches, you know. But wrestling-wise, probably AEW, man. AEW always kills it on pay-per-views as far as which one's going to be the best show, the better show between those two. And hopefully, man, AEW is able to, you know, take advantage of this moment of SmackDown being bad and TKO. Everybody's pissed at TKO and Triple H. And let me say this: y'all mad at Triple H and TKO and talking about we want Vince back. Vince is the mother effer that sold WWE to TKO to begin with. Y'all keep forgetting about that part. Vince could have easily passed that company down to Shane, to Stephanie, to Hunter. But he chose to be a dick and sell to TKO for money. And because his ego was hurt because he was getting pushed out the company. So stop that. You want Vince back? Vince is the reason TKO exists anyway. So shut up. He said, I think we get a 6-man celebrity in Vision versus Usos LA Knight. Whatever, man. We got a random. Let's stay on SmackDown because I was about to go another rant. Let's stay on SmackDown. Carmelo Hayes, him and Dragunov carried the U.S. title scene all year. Just for him to get moved. Trap, what's good, fam? Make sure y'all follow my guy Trap if you're not doing so. Dope Madden player, dope streamer as well. Carmelo Hayes carried that division just to come in and have Sami Zayn do to him what he did to Chad Gable 2 years ago. Take his title, come out of nowhere, take his title, and then go to WrestleMania. And then to top it off, they saw the fans were mad. They decided to do a rematch and have Sami beat Carmelo clean just to even add more insult to injury.
I was very confused by that.
And
I saw that because I saw, like I said, that was the same show, I believe. So I was watching, and I saw that what's his name? That Sami was cutting a promo and that he was giving him another title shot. And so I was just like, oh, okay, well, that's good. And then I saw a video. All I saw was the video that they had their shot that night. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, this is probably going to lead to a distraction finish or something like that. Yeah. And then so I watched the match later on, and there was a definitive winner in Sami Zayn. And I was like, oh, I was like, okay. I was like, Trick didn't even do nothing. Like he just lost the match. I was like, okay.
And that's another situation where the story tells itself, Carmelo and Trick.
Yeah.
Especially if you had Trick hit him in the face to cost him the title to begin with 2 weeks ago. Trap, yeah, we good, bro. Same likewise, bro. Hope everybody good with y'all too, man. So the story was there. You could have did it. So now Carmelo is at home, just like after what's his name? Chad Gable promised his daughter on live TV that he's gonna beat Gunther. He never got a shot at it again because Sami came and took it and then ran off. So, and they wonder why Sami is getting booed now. Sami, you've been crying for months talking about I want the world title. I never get a world title shot. Yada yada. He been beefing with Cody backstage about the world title because you get all the opportunities. Yada yada. Your goal has been to get the world title. I've won every title except the world title. I've been telling my kids, why Dad, why you ain't won the world title? Well, I'm going for the world title. That's all I want. And then you turn around one week and was like, I'm getting on WrestleMania. I'm gonna just take Carmelo's mid-card title. And you wonder why you're getting booed. Like, what the hell? Oh yeah, Trick is killing it on Smackdown, Trap. Like, bro, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
It makes no sense. And yeah, you get Sammy Hogan chants because you starting to turn into him. Like Rhea getting all these opportunities and she crying. Like, people tired of Rhea too.
This happened last year at Mania with Rhea too. Remember? Because last year at Mania, Bianca and Io. Yeah. And then Rhea just kept yapping every week until she just got added to the match.
And then they were still trying to boo Bianca, act like she was the bad person.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, that was an interesting build last year, but yeah.
So let me ask you this: this year's WrestleMania build versus last year. Let's do. I don't even know how to compare. Let's compare the women's. Let's compare the SmackDown Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley versus Jade build this year versus Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte's build last year. Which one are you keeping?
Oh God, this year's easy. This year's. Oh my God, this year's yes. I would much rather have what we have now, and this year's isn't great, but it's much less cringy than what we had last year. Because I don't know if you remember some of those promos, especially the one where both of them came out in black, and Tiffany was
went off script
talking shit about the divorce that had just happened. Oh my God, that was rough to watch in Chicago. Oh my God.
Is that why Kaiser's in my DMs?
Oh my Lord. Oh my goodness.
And then that Chicago crowd killed Charlotte. I felt so bad for her.
Oh man, yeah.
I felt bad for her.
That was very rough to watch. Yeah, even today, I was watching because they went through that on Unreal, and I was watching some of that, and I was just having to relive that again. I was like, man. I think somebody was in the back. They were telling Tiffany, they're like, you gotta go and apologize to Charlotte. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, because that was ridiculous, man. Yeah. So, but she did that because she got destroyed on the mic.
Yeah.
Backstage from Charlotte was BTA. Jay Cross, Philly Sports Pride. What's good, man? Make sure you follow my guy, Philly Sports Pride. The name is on the screen. Especially if you love Philly sports, man. This guy goes at it with all his teams. He doesn't miss a beat, so make sure you follow him on that. But this year, man, you had an opportunity.
Dynamite. That is true.
Yeah, you had an opportunity to build on a Twitter beef that happened, and you chose to do the complete opposite. Like, you chose to come out here and say, "Oh, you ugly, I'm stronger, you weak," and like we turn it to middle school girls.
Yeah.
What the hell? Like, the only good thing out of it that I like is, the faction with Jade, Meechin, and B-Fab, because now it makes Jade feel a little more important, and it gives Meechin and B-Fab something to do and something to be consistent with.
Well, she better not lose that title, because otherwise they're just gonna be another, girl group. Like they gotta keep that. She has to keep the title after at WrestleMania.
You feel like Soul is on NXT too long, man. At this point, bro, they gotta keep whoever they can because they got wiped out. When they lost Olga, Trick, Javon.
I was gonna say the worst part of what is it called? Stand and Deliver this year was that all of that happened. Like, all these people going to the main roster happened.
Yeah,
pretty close to that show. So. Yeah. A lot of the things that we saw, was it last night or 2 nights ago? Like, a lot of the matches that were made just like on the fly. So they are in a big rebuilding phase right now.
Flaney, get the hell out of here. Rhea does not need to win that title. And you need to let Jade wrestle for her to get better. She's even said to herself, they don't let her wrestle. They don't put her on TV. They barely have house shows. And she can wrestle better than what she was. Now, she can work on selling, but wrestling, like, remember when she was a tag team with Bianca and she was like doing springboards and crap? Like, what happened to that? So, like, they either told her to tone down, or she just got rusty because she don't wrestle. They don't put her in the ring. So
I don't remember the last time I saw her wrestle. So
yeah, so like they put the title on it and said, "Go out there and look good." That's it.
But that's another thing. Dynamite brought up the fact that they messed up when they didn't go to New Orleans.
Yeah,
and
facts.
like that's the thing too, because they be complaining a lot, and it was also in Pat McAfee's promos about the ticket prices going down. You are holding a WrestleMania in one of the biggest, in one of the most expensive places to be, like just in general, in Las Vegas, right?
People still recovering from last year.
That's what I'm saying. Like you held it there last year. Now you want to go back to it. So not only are you holding it in a very expensive area, but you're holding the same show essentially in the same spot again for 2 years running. Nobody's gonna want to go back to the same spot. That was part of the thing of WrestleMania, was being able to go from spot to spot to spot to spot. Like hell, when I heard that knew it was going to be in New Orleans, I was thinking to myself, because I always wanted to go to New Orleans, and I was just
talking about going.
Yeah. So like when you just do that, and now they're talking about maybe going to Saudi Arabia, I'm just like,
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So it's just like me. So I'm just like, it's like, yeah. That's the other thing too that really worries me, is that I feel like we're gonna get a part 3 of WrestleMania in Vegas, because TKO loves Las Vegas, and that's been UFC's like stomping grounds for years. They're constantly doing shows out of Las Vegas. They create arenas and new venues all the time in Vegas, specifically for MMA fights for the UFC.
Right.
So what's to stop them from doing something like that for the WWE, so they can run more big shows from Las Vegas? So you said if it was yeah.
And look, that's exactly what we said about Pat McAfee too. He's like, dude, Randy has been in the main event since February, because when he won the Elimination Chamber, right? And Roman won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So so he's been there. It's just, bro, it's so stupid, man. It's so stupid. I don't like what they doing with Carmelo Hayes. Trick Williams better win at WrestleMania. Jade Cargill better win at WrestleMania. Obafemi better win at WrestleMania.
That's my main event of the
that's the best build up.
That's been the best build thing out of any match. Yeah.
And see, Oba has been killing Brock every week, so that makes me nervous.
Yeah. He's the way that Oba's come in, I haven't seen an NXT star come in like that. I can't. I'm drawing blank trying to think of another NXT person that came in that hot. Like it's been built that well to the main roster. Like, because this guy is he creates an entirely different he reminds me of like the atmosphere that Goldberg would create back in like the 90s.
Or Warlow in AEW.
Or yeah. Honestly, yeah, but it's like it's crazy. But he has been getting over like a bit too much on TV. Like almost every week that these two are together. He's getting the upper hand on Brock. So yeah.
That makes me nervous, because I'm like, okay, they gonna keep making him look strong so Brock can destroy him and be like, he's still Brock Lesnar. So what's your thoughts on the CM Punk Roman Reigns, as CM Punk is walking into the arena right now? CM Punk Roman Reigns bill.
It's been funny. It's been a good feud. It's been a good build so far. It's been funny at moments, like the what is it called? The old comment. That was hilarious to me. I thought that when CM Punk lost it after he got called, I was losing my mind. I was laughing so hard. Other than that, though, I think that it's been a pretty good build. Like the stuff with Jay has been interesting. It's been interesting. I just don't understand what like the I don't know where we're going with him in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like post this feud and like during it, like I don't know exactly what's going on with that, but the feud itself between Punk and Roman, I like it so far. So
Jericho went back to AEW this week.
he did. He did not get a great reception.
Yeah, and it was in his hometown, so it was weird. And then he just he didn't say much either, so it was weird. I think Tony Khan added time to his contract from the time that he missed, so I think that's what's going on there. I don't want another part-time champ if Roman wins. I mean, at this point, I want Roman to win.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. The whole Roman kid destroyed him in the first promo, and then CM Punk comes back was like, "Oh, you hate me? I don't hate you." And then he ends it with, "I'm a bury you next to your dead dad." Where the hell that come from? Like, how we get there? You just said you didn't hate him. Now all of a sudden, I'm gonna bury you next to your dead dad. What?
Wait, yo.
And then you get mad because he called you old. You just talked about his dead dad, bruh. Like, but it's picking up. Like what happened last week with Punk destroying Roman and beating him up. That was good. Jey Uso telling him to get the tribal. I'm sorry, telling Roman to get Punk. It seemed like
that was probably my favorite.
Yeah,
that was my favorite part of the whole build so far. The only thing I hated about that was CM Punk laughing after being put through the table.
Yeah,
that part kind of annoyed me. He's like, I don't need help. He needs help. I'm just like, okay, dude. Yeah, I'm like, just lay down. Just stop talking. All right.
Yeah. So it's just I don't it's up and down. It's all right. It started off great. And then that whole bury next to your dead dad just to get oohs and ahs, that you kind of threw me for a loop on that one. And then let me see. So we talked about the over Io Sky. I guess she's just gonna be with Rhea.
I guess.
Or she go fight the Kabuki Warriors. What's happening there?
What if she turns on Rhea and joins the Kabuki Warriors?
Well, it looks like she's trying to get. It looks like she's about to get Kyrie to turn on Asuka.
Oh,
so that's what it looks like. The storyline. It looks like she's about to finally convince Kyrie to turn. So, because Kyrie has been getting abused by Asuka. So, I don't know. They just put all the women's tag teams together just so they can put them in the match.
That is probably. Would you agree that that's probably the worst built match on the entire WrestleMania card? Like. Because all they've been doing is they've been saying these two teams are going to have a match this week. And now Lash Legend and Nia Jax are going to come and get disqualified or disqualify the match. And then they're like, all right, next week these two teams are going to have a match. All right, now Brie Bella and Nikki Bella are going to come and get these people disqualified. And now the next match, I'm just like, bro, I was like, we're just going to run that back for 3 weeks until somebody finally is just like, okay, we have 4 teams that can't get along.
Yeah.
And one of them is a champion. Why don't we just put them in a match at WrestleMania?
That should have been like, I don't know, man. I feel like that should have been a thing from Jump anyway. It's just like some type of match together. But I missed the part where Rhea. So Rhea and Io is taking on B-Fab and Meechin tonight on Raw, actually.
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting because all these are SmackDown people now. But okay. It's so stupid, bro. So I'm nervous about Oba. We got a random IC ladder match, which they gonna cook in the ring, but that was random as hell.
Oh yeah, the real random part was that they had qualifying matches on main event. I'm just like, at this point, I was like, you don't need to risk any of these people getting hurt in a qualifying match on a show nobody's gonna watch. Okay,
nobody's seen it.
Just put these people in the match and people will be happy. All right, that's it.
And it's
Penta came out and said, "I want to fight anybody." Cool. Okay. All right. So now there's 6 people that want to fight him. That's all you got to say.
So my question is, why they couldn't add Carmelo and Dragunov to that match?
Bro, I have no idea. Wait, who is? Because there's a singles match for the. You see, why didn't?
It's Trick versus Sami for the U.S. title.
Why couldn't that have been like a 4-way or something like that? They're having a multi-man ladder match for the Intercontinental title, but they couldn't have. It could only be a one-on-one match for the. They couldn't even put Carmelo in that match. They're like, this has to be a one-on-one match.
I'm gonna fire off some rapid questions.
All right.
Who are the tag team champions on SmackDown?
Is it the Wyatt Six?
Nope.
It's Damian Priest and R-Truth.
Why?
I don't have an answer for that.
Out of all the teams, and then the fact that we had to watch the Wyatts and MFT go at it for months, and they're still fighting each other. Like Uncle Howdy
and Tama Tonga give back the lantern?
Yes.
So there's no reason to fight no more. We don't gotta fight no more.
But Solo still told him backstage afterwards, we're gonna take care of the Wyatts, then we're gonna get back to the championships. What else is there to do with the damn Wyatts, bro?
Yeah.
Like, where are the Street Profits? Motor City Machine Guns, Fraxium.
They
All
really
these
dropped the ball,
teams.
bro. They're really dropping the ball.
Hell,
That's the thing that it drives me crazy too, is that SmackDown has a way better tag division, and that they don't utilize them at all. They had the tag team division. The top program for like 2 months was them fighting over a lantern, and not even the titles. The titles were secondary to the lantern. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the titles just get taken out of the equation just by a random by a put together team. Not even a yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, bro.
Like who the hell?
I don't know.
It's funny because last time we did a show, we were talking about the 6-month feud between Aleister Black and Damian Priest, and that started over R-Truth.
Did it really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Because remember, R-Truth came back as all serious, and then he had a match with 3 matches with Black, and then Black attacked him backstage, and then Damian Priest stood up for him, and that's what started Priest and Black, which led to fireballs and all that stuff, and then that ending of that feud finally, and then now we just randomly get R-Truth still being goofy. And he just in a random tag team with Damian Priest put together, and they run a gauntlet through all the tag teams on SmackDown.
That's crazy.
Who they fighting at WrestleMania?
Oh Jesus, I have no clue.
So why the hell did we get in the tag team titles? Who's the number 1 contenders on SmackDown for the tag titles?
I don't even. Oh man,
they don't
I feel like this year they're justifiably not going to be put on the show. You know, like, you know how in the past, like, people have gotten upset because the tag titles weren't on there because they actually had good tag team champions, and you know, like, they deserve to be on like this year. Like, it's like they have shown them so much like disgrace storyline wise and everything. Like, there's no reason for them to even be on the show this year. At least the SmackDown titles, you know. I don't even know who the tag team titles are, champions are on Raw. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so I can't hear.
That's because the Usos just recently lost.
Oh, it's the Usos. Okay, yep.
They lost to Pat McAfee and Austin Theory right before Mania. That's just.
Oh shoot.
So we have Austin Theory and I said Pat McAfee. I'm sorry, Logan Paul and Austin Theory, and then we got R-Truth and Damian Priest.
I forgot about that.
No New Day, no Creed brothers, no Usos, just you name them. No Viking Raiders, no Street Profits.
If you want to be on a show, if you want to be in the WWE, then just don't be a tag team wrestler. If you want to be successful, don't be a tag team wrestler.
Who's the U.S. Women's Champion right now?
Is it Julia?
She got it back.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're okay. I see, yeah.
Who the hell is she fighting at WrestleMania?
I have no clue.
What the hell is Jordan Grace?
Hey, Oh, yeah, where is she? Where? Holy crap. Bro, what is Tiffany Stratton doing at WrestleMania?
I thought it was gonna be her versus Julia, but Julia already beat her on SmackDown.
Oh my god.
So I have no idea.
Crazy.
Like I
that's what you do with the rest of yeah, wow, Julia. Well, I mean Jordan Grace. That's crazy. Wasn't she supposed to challenge what's her face for the title? Jade, yeah. What happened to that?
She lost.
Oh, that happened already.
Oh, yeah. They blew right through that. They ain't waste no time. They put her on the roster, say you fighting Jade. Oh, you lost. Bye.
Oh my god, bro.
Like,
oh my god.
She was on TV for 3-4 weeks, and that was it.
Now she's just wow.
So why did you call her from NXT then?
What was the point of that? That's crazy. You just needed that is crazy. You just fed her to Jade, and you fed Jordan Grace to Jade, and that was it. That is crazy.
You ain't seen her since.
I missed that.
Yeah.
I saw the build and missed the match. That was that quick. That's crazy, bro. Oh my god.
He said Sexy Red's gonna get a Mania call. Sexy Red killing on NXT, might as well.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean she's there.
Her and Shawn Michaels. That's the tag team we need right there.
I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So trying to think of something else. Where's Rusev? He got fed to Oba one week, and
I was gonna say that was the last time I saw him. He's in the match. He's going to Mania. I'm pretty sure.
In the ladder match?
Yeah. See? Hey.
Oh yeah, he is. Okay, well, good for him, I guess. So Matt Cardona came back and got all this hype, and he was gonna be different, and he wasn't gonna be Zack Ryder. What the hell he doing?
He got fed to Orton. He's just getting killed. He's definitely off the card. He got his ass whooped. Last week. Bro.
Oh, and then they put on main event. He's in a tag team with Apollo Crews.
Oof.
And they beat Fraxium.
What? Oh, they won? Oh.
Making the number one contenders then, since we just throwing teams together and getting them title matches, and they just beating regular teams. Fraxium ain't been crap since they moved up, and that was like the best team in NXT, bro.
They were, yeah. Oh man, that vein is about to pop out of the side of your head. Yeah, you're right. Oh,
well,
NXT just wanted to make it make sense, people. That's it.
Right. In other news, NXT Stand and Deliver was good this weekend. JC Jane couldn't keep her wardrobe up for nothing. They kept having the black screen there because it wasn't just the slip; it was the whole thing coming out.
Oh wow!
And of course, people online found the unedited version, and yeah, she was. It was one part of the match. She was in the ankle lock, and she's reaching, and I'm like, you don't feel that? Because it wasn't just a slip; it was out. The whole time she was reaching it, I was like, I know you feel that. So yeah, that's why the screen kept going black. Jason Jane was having all type of issues, but Lola Vice is new NXT Women's Champion. Tony D'Angelo is the new NXT champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Joe Hendry, bro, because this is a second promotion now. You know what I'm saying? He was like the TNA champion for like a cup of coffee, and which I understand why TNA took it off, because he was clearly about to leave, so they were just and they knew it, so they're just like, we're not going to keep this on him for long.
It took too long to give him the title.
They did. That is true too. But he got to NXT, and now like he's not leaving anytime soon. So why take the title off him that quickly to give it to D'Angelo? Like, I like this new gimmick that he's doing. I think he's good. I think he'd be a great North American champion. Give him that. But like, why did he need this title right now? You know, like, I don't know.
I mean,
like, if you get the spear as a finisher, then you're getting the championship apparently. Yeah.
Storyline wise, he came back to take out Dark State and win the NXT championship, and he did it. So hey, shout out to him for keeping. At least they kept the story going. We got to figure out what they gonna do with Ethan Page and Ricky Saints and Joe Hendry moving forward, because those are really the four big names in that division, with everybody else being taken away and moved. So you got to figure something out with them.
I heard that Blake Monroe and who did she fight?
Tatum Paxley.
I heard that match was really good. I heard that match was really, really good.
Shout out to Tatum Paxley for defending her title against Blake. At the same time, I want to see more from Blake too.
Yeah.
But then again, you still got Jada Parker, you still got Kalani Jordan. They going at it right now. I believe Jada did pick up the win over Kalani in their match. So the women is still there. They still loaded women wise. And you got what's her name? I can't think the former Evolve champion.
Kendall Gray.
Kendall Gray, yeah.
Yes.
That
girl, the female Kurt Angle, bro. Oh
yeah.
Man, this woman. I think I have a what is it called? A prediction that she's gonna make it to the main roster within a year. Within a year's time.
I hope not, because that means she's gonna get buried.
I don't think so. I don't think she's going to, man.
If they bury Jordan Grace and Julia and Chelsea Green, they go bury her.
I don't know. I think she's different. Like the way she wrestles, like I don't know. It's too. This girl is special. Like this girl is. Maybe I'm just very hopeful right now. Maybe that's what it is. But I have not been in because I had heard nothing about this person before, and I saw her. What was it? It was the Deadline match. The Deadline match was the first time that I saw her when they had that whatever match that they have.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called, but she showed up and she was like one of the first people to be in that match, and I was captivated the entire time by what she was doing, her transitions, everything. She is great. I haven't heard her on the mic, so I don't know how she is at promos and stuff like that.
She all right.
Her wrestling is fantastic, though.
She was the only one that took out Kylie Armstrong, that took that championship from her in Evolve. And speaking of Kylie, she's moving up now to NXT. So that women's division is still stacked. They just got to keep working on the men. They trying to work with Jasper Troy and what's his name? Kayunu, I don't know his name.
Talking about that big dude?
Kaina Reeves. I don't. The one that's getting to it with Kiana
Reeves.
Getting to it with Booker T. So they use a Booker T to try to help get people over, which is smart. I mean NXT. It took me a while. They lost me for a while. Once they got rid of Trick and all them, and they got gutted so bad, you could tell that they were struggling to figure something out. But like the last 2 weeks or so, they've gotten me back, watching like, okay, I need to watch this. So and then Stand and Deliver, like I said, they killed. So shout out to them for that. So that's the good part. NXT is solid again. Raw for the most part has been solid. Thoughts on Gunther versus Seth Rollins?
It's gonna bang. It's gonna go hard. I'm happy about the match.
Are they gonna explain to us why this happening tonight?
Absolutely not. That's what I was gonna say. I just it sucks that we're getting it right now. This is a situation where it's just like these two people. So you just were mentioning a list of wrestlers and asking me where they are, what they're doing, and stuff like that. And so it's like they're taking those lists of people, and it's just like there are people in the company where we have this many wrestlers, and we're not going to put them on the card, but then we have projects that we're working on. We have these players. We have to have them on the card. You know what I'm saying? And Seth and Gunther are two of those people. And, Seth's program got gutted because of everybody in the division just getting hurt. Everybody. And then Gunther, I don't know. I feel like Gunther's option was Brock. They had to choose between Oba and Brock, or Gunther for Brock. And they just chose Oba. So with that happening, they were just like, all right, well, we got to give Gunther to somebody. And they just took the two pieces that were just kind of laying in the open of the puzzle pieces that couldn't fit. and they're just like, you will just glue them together and hope that they work somewhere. So, you know what I'm saying?
I was actually excited to see Gunther attack Seth just because I was literally asking for 2-3 weeks, where the hell is Gunther?
Yeah.
So the fact that he does have something now, and it's
gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a really good match, and
hopefully they can tell the story of Paul Heyman paying him off or something like that. You know, to make it tie in together and make it make sense or whatever. But Gunther just walked away from Paul Heyman last week. I was like, oh, okay, well, what's going on there? So we'll see what happens with that. AEW Chris Jericho comes back. We got Kenny Omega versus MJF. I'm thinking that so do you think they're, with All In coming up back in London, do you think they're going to set up Kenny Omega versus Ospreay again for London, or do you think it's going to be MJF versus Ospreay for that title? I think Ospreay is going to be in the main event regardless.
I think well, the bigger match would be Kenny, but I just don't know if Kenny can have the same quality of match that he and Ospreay had prior, because those two matches he had before leaving for surgery. Even though his matches that the matches that he's having more recently have been really good. Like, they're probably the best matches, some of the best matches that he's had since coming back. Minus the Gabe Kidd match, that was fantastic. But I don't know. I feel like I feel more at ease with MJF, which is kind of crazy to say. But I know that if MJF and Ospreay are given time in England to have a match in the main event, I know that match is gonna go hard. Where there's a little bit of doubt if Kenny is the one in the main event. And the fact that Kenny is gonna have to, when is All Out? Is that in August?
I think it's in August again. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So what do we have? So then Kenny would have to hold it from now until August. That means you'd have to do a lot of,
Same could be said with MJF.
It could, but MJF is 29. So, I mean, injuries can happen to anybody, but I feel more safer with MJF. I would like to see them finish the trilogy, but I think MJF would be the smarter play.
Yeah, I think MJF is going to be that super heel, and they're just going to have him hold the title to the point where like everybody wants him to lose. By the time he gets to Ospreay and Alpha. So I think the better bet will actually will be MJF, because MJF showed you he can wrestle too. So,
and AEW right now is doing a fantastic job. I don't know how much of you've been watching it recently, but I
don't watch Collision, but I watch Dynamite.
They're doing a really good job with their main event scene, especially specifically their main event scene. They're doing a really, really good job of building around MJF and his contenders and stuff like that. You still got Swerve on the outside that's just kind of trying to get back into the title. Andrade, who's been having he's reminding me of like NXT Andrade. Like, this guy is having a fantastic run right now. Darby is saying that he wants to go for the title again.
I'm so sick of Darby.
And the stuff with Ospreay coming back from injury, and I completely forgot the reason in storyline that he was gone was because of the Death Riders. So now that he's coming back, he wants to fight Jon Moxley, which I know you didn't forget, but I know you did.
I just this the whole face heel thing with me is it's whatever, man.
So, but that's been good. So yeah, I think AEW right now is killing it. But you were saying that you posed a question earlier today. It's just like well, or you stated that AEW needs to, really like get on the gas pedal. If with how with WWE is handling business right now, especially with their celebrities and stuff like that, and I think Tony is very cognizant of that. You know what I'm saying?
I hope
he's
so.
seeing all of this stuff, and he's just, if he keeps going at the rate that he's going, by the time that we get to All In, I think that he could see a really big boost in numbers. So. And that's what we want. We want these shows to go back to those big spaces and arenas, and back to when it started in 2017, 2018. So
because they need it because TNA, even though they're on, their ratings go up and down, and for the most part it's been good on AMC. Their crowds are not doing good. Their Thursday night crowds, and in these smaller venues, their crowds are horrible. And then their storytelling hasn't been great. Like they have put some good matches together, but overall the show has been boring, and you could tell they are trying too hard to get that holy shit moment. Like they just
you talking about WWE?
No, TNA.
Oh, TNA, yeah.
So it's like some stuff's like, why is it happening? Like it was a match that ended recently, and then next thing you know, you got, while they celebrating the match, I can't remember who the match was, but while they were celebrating the match, you get the hometown man and AJ Francis fighting just to, like, why are you fighting during the celebration of somebody else's match? And then he power bombs hometown man off the stage through tables, and the crowd was like, oh, like they didn't care because they didn't care for hometown man like that. It's just like you're trying too much. They got something now with this little bunny rabbit taking all the women's wrestlers and got them following him around. I got to figure out what that's about. Yeah, he say all they probably were frustrated. Cody, I know Cody was pissed for real. So now they starting to report that was a shoot. That promo Cody cut, nothing was scripted for him.
I was gonna say I had to watch that back a couple of times because it seemed weird. It just seemed weird. The way that it was structured and stuff like that too. Like it didn't make any sense, show wise when he came out.
And if I'm Cody, like I would be pissed too, bro, because this is the second WrestleMania in a row that you are screwing me. When great stories could have been told on both WrestleMania main events. Yeah. Like him and Cena could have told a great story about themselves.
And I hope they do fire him too, because man, if he goes back, bro,
it's a wrap, then.
Man, can you imagine if he goes back to AEW, bro? It would be crazy. Oh my God, the money that they would make. They could get a goddamn money printer, bro. They would just be, oh my Lord, have mercy. It would be nuts.
It's a wrap. They better not let that happen.
Oh my gosh, it would be insane.
So yeah, I mean, and what he said is true. Like, bro, why you got all this? Randy and Cody did not need anybody. Even Stephanie McMahon, and I enjoyed that promo last week with Stephanie McMahon and Cody, but she wasn't needed. Like, it's just whatever, man. It's stupid. Julia doesn't have a match that I know of, so what's the point of even having that title? I'm so sick of the way they're using Julia. I am excited about Stephanie and Liv Morgan. They seem to really hate each other. That's been a
good build. I think I like that build so far. It's been good.
But again, it's been Raw has been great at building, and then SmackDown has been trash.
Yeah.
Like, why we can't just get them to connect? Every year is either one or the other. You can't get two good shows. Like, what's up with the writers' room? Like, what are y'all doing? Like, I don't understand it. And if you see something working on one side, why not mimic it on the other side? It's like, it's simple, but let Jade and Rhea go off of the hate that got all the traction on social media.
I'm telling you, if we had just let Cody and Randy do their thing, this feud, this storyline would be great. If we had the 4-way situation, this feud would have been phenomenal. If Drew and Jacob Fatu were added to this situation, we would have
about the match.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But if that whole feud was added to this would have been great too. But the fact that Pat McAfee was the guy, he was the missing piece.
Out of all people. He comes out talking about the Attitude Era like Randy Orton was part of that.
Yeah.
Talking about Stone Cold and The Rock. Randy wasn't there. Like,
yeah.
It's so dumb, bro. It is so dumb. I don't think I have nothing else to rant about. I forgot about Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. They should cook at Mania. That's all I got to say about that. Danhausen has been funny as hell because he does the lights off, and I don't even rock with Danhausen like that. I hated the reveal and everything, but they're finding a way to actually make it, work a little bit.
I think the stuff he's been doing, I think WWE is the perfect place for him. With the way that they do their production, and his brand of comedy, I think this is like the perfect fit for him.
Yeah. The whole the lights go off and he's supposed to disappear, then the lights come back on. He's still running. Just hilarious, man. Trying to think. Adam earlier said Swerve versus Jericho at Dynasty. Why? That don't even make sense. Why? Trying to make sure I catch up all the comments. Yeah, so I don't know. I expect WrestleMania to be good, just based off the actual in-ring action, because the matchups are great. I just hate all the build-ups. Well, I hate the Smackdown side of the build-ups. I feel like I'm gonna get off of here and I'm gonna think of something else and I'm gonna be mad. That's why I'm trying to make sure I got everything before we get off. Anything else you want to shout out before we get off?
No, apparently apparently Punk in his promo was calling for lower ticket prices at WrestleMania. Like, what is going on this year, bro? What the hell, bro?
It's the wrestlers versus TKO. WrestleMania, the wrestlers versus TKO. I'm gonna have to watch that. I'm about to put that on now and start watching that. God, man.
Oh yeah, I gotta see this promo. This is crazy. All right, y'all.
Yeah, appreciate y'all joining, man. Appreciate y'all joining. Until next time, man. We out. Y'all be safe. Wait, we're gonna raid Get the Tables on Twitch. So if you're on Twitch, stay here real quick. And then we're just gonna exit off of YouTube. Where is the freaking raid? But I ain't done this in so long. Where's the freaking raid button? Because they're reacting to Monday Night Raw right now. So appreciate y'all joining. Oh, Big Willie is on. 11-year stream anniversary. Let's raid Big Willie there. Celebrate this stream anniversary. And then if you on the red out, appreciate you watching. If you on the blue out, appreciate you watching. Then I'm gonna go ahead and hit this. I don't know what just happened, but okay. Did we raid him or not? What the hell did happen? I don't know if Dark can hear me or see.
I can hear you.
Did we raid? Do you see a raid for Big Willie? It said I already raided him, but I haven't even completed it yet.
I don't see anything yet.
Okay, let me try this again then. Hold on. Oh, now the people want to don't get out the chat when I tell you about to raid somebody, man. Y'all are funny. It's not letting me raid him. Like, it keeps saying you already raided Big Willie. Well, okay. All right. Well, bye, y'all.